Hello, Sun Lakes. I'm Anita Lawrence, your Good Day Sun Lakes host, and I'd like to welcome you to the November Coffee with the GM. Christopher Mitchell, the Sun Lakes General Manager, is here, and we're going to go over some topics and questions that's of interest to the community today.
Excellent. It's been a while, and you look fabulous.
It has been a while. Been, 6 months or so?
Well, it's November, and I think the last one you said was June, so it has been a while.
It's been a minute since we've gotten together.
We've been wearing many hats and everything around here, and a lot of things going on. So.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to be back with you.
Well, thanks. It's good to be back. Next week's Thanksgiving already?
It is.
Are you cooking at your house?
No, I will actually be here helping the food and beverage team as they do their service for Thanksgiving. So I'll be here and helping out the team.
And it's all sold out.
It is sold out. It sold out so quickly, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be talking, I'm sure, more, but you can't sit on the sidelines and wait for... when opportunity knocks, you got to take it.
Well, it's an excellent price. Yeah. I mean, you can't go out and buy everything you need.
That's it.
To cook Thanksgiving dinner for the price that they were charging.
I totally agree.
Okay, well, we have a number of topics to get to, so
let's
get going. Number one, house accounts.
Yes.
As of December 1st, you will no longer be able to charge a purchase to your house account. Can you provide details on what is and what isn't changing and why the change is being made?
Okay, so in October, we talked about this at the delegates meeting. I gave a presentation, so go back if you have a chance, go back to that October delegates meeting where under admin updates at that time, we did a presentation. But one of the key issue is cash flow. It comes down to that. The best way is to put it is, I think, Beverly Simmons mentioned it to say, from the time you order or you buy a shirt on the house account at the pro shop, you go in, you buy a shirt, it takes 60, it used to take 45, and now it's 60 days for us to collect that money. So when you think about it, running a business and, you need cash inflow to pay for things, and you've got to look at the way the business is running and say, maybe this needs to change. Credit card transactions, you can get the funds within 3 business days. But this is one thing that we have looked at. Now, what it's going to do, for one thing, it's not going to change the use of the ID cards. We're still going to require you to have ID cards. That goes back to the Board of Equalization issue that Sun Lakes went through. And we have to have some mechanism in place to show that you're a member and that you're buying this item. That was a taxation issue. There's no change to how we're going to do the RV lot or the golf membership and the billing for that. The script process will still stay the same. You can actually still use that to make your purchases in the restaurant or the pro shop. Use your credit card as well. And then there's no change to the after hours sign-in sheet for the golf. At the championship or the executive course. So you're not an annual member. We'll send you a bill because you played golf and you have your name and address and everything. And the pro will get that information and we'll send you a bill for that. So those pieces will still stay the same. Again, it's a cash flow. One of the things it was talked about when we moved in 2020 from cash. We stopped accepting cash during that time. It was pandemic. And other security issues that the association made a choice not to collect cash and move to credit cards, house accounts. But what's happening is that members are still using their credit card at the end of the month to pay for their house account.
Right.
So the idea that was developed in 2020 at that time with the board saying, well, this will be a way to save money as well. You're still paying the credit card fees. So people are still using credit cards. So there shouldn't be a change in the credit card fee processing. Again, the delinquent also, there have been some delinquent accounts. People take it a little longer than 60 days. And I've had members come up and say, well, why are we being penalized? And I understand that. But the true purpose is it's a cash flow issue, that I'll get my money sooner to pay the bills and everything than waiting 60 days or longer. Also, with credit cards, I don't have to worry about a collection process of sending you to a board hearing, going to small claims court. We avoid that. And so this is another change that we think will make it more effective in the administration of this. So, and I understand a lot of people miss that. I've received message to management. I've had people stop me. On the flip side, I've though seen other people come to me and say, "We understand it's part of business, and we understand and make a change." So that's one of the big news topics of this month.
Okay.
Well, besides an election and all that, but
Yeah.
let's keep going.
Okay, HOA fees are increasing by $20
Yep.
effective January 1st, 2025. The monthly fee will now be $385 per home. Can you talk about what necessitated the increase?
So, and I just sent a member a chart of kind of what's been happening with inflation 2020 to 2024. Things cost more. Labor costs more. So that means the prices for contractors increase, the prices of products increase, and unfortunately that has passed through to the members. So the members not only feeling it when you guys go to the store, but now you're feeling it also in your assessment. And unfortunately, we have to do that as part of the nature of the business to keep this community looking good and to provide the services that we provide. Within food and beverage, we've increased the subsidy on that because labor and expenses are going up on that. We've had with the contractors, costs going up. You've had community patrol. You've had artistic. You've had other vendors. Their prices have gone up, so we have to raise the costs with that. One of the big things is Mother Nature is going through a change. Not the change of life, but it's change. And it's getting warmer longer. Mm-hmm. We've had to use more water. And so our utility costs are going up. And on top of that, City of Banning is going to be instituting some changes in their rates. That's another thing that has caused costs to go up. And one of the things that I talked about at the board meeting, the open session, and I'm going to try to do more charts. We're getting off topic, but the delinquencies have risen. And so the cost of legal foreclosure costs have gone up, and so that's concerning because we haven't seen. I've been here 8 years. I worked in the HOA industry during the great recession that we had, and I haven't seen spikes like this in a long time. And I'm starting to see that, and it's concerning. And that has an effect. That means assessments aren't being paid, bad debts going up, collection costs going up, foreclosure costs going up. So all of that combined, unfortunately, caused the assessment to go up. Now, I will be honest, I had a higher assessment amount in there. We had more items that management recommended to be put into the budget, and those were not approved. I think one version had a $27, close to $30 increase rather than $20. Mm-hmm. And so cuts were made. And unfortunately, that's what we'll be doing over these next couple of years, I think, is that as costs go up, how do we address the service level that the members desire with a limited amount of budget? That's going to be the struggle for this board and future boards.
Well, just the fact that our cable TV and internet is included in our HOA fees. I mean, if you go outside our gates and talk to people outside and see what they're paying every month just for that, I mean, it's amazing that
I think it's a great deal. But
it is a great deal.
But when some people don't realize that, and they just compare an apples to orange situation and think, well, that's wrong, or it can be better, or we don't need it. And when you start taking those things out, and then you start realizing, well, maybe we did need that. Maybe we did need that extra service because XYZ wasn't happening. Now it is. And so these are things. This is going to be a struggle as we go into these next couple of years. Is just prices going up. California is expensive. One of the things, it was in the chart that I was talking about, I sent to another member, like eggs over 4 years has gone up 61% as an example. That's a lot. Mm-hmm. And you all know, if you've been around the block, and that once those costs are up, they're not coming down. That's now the new norm, and it goes up from there. And unfortunately, I think we're seeing that. Mm-hmm. And it's just how quickly it's happened in this last 4 years compared to like somebody who has a box of cereal and 10 years ago it was this, and see the change. This has happened in the last 4 years very quickly. And so I think it's a shock, and I don't think not all the members understand that. And I get it. We've all been pinched in our pocketbook.
Yes, we have. Okay. The beautiful new lounge opens on October 30th. But the acoustics need some tweaking.
Yes.
Can you talk about how the acoustics issue will be addressed?
So, many members who visited the old lounge will remember the nice panels we had in the dome that hung down and helped with the sound. When the city of Banning and the fire inspector came in, they looked up and said, "That's not approved. You're blocking the sprinklers. Yank them out." We had to take them down. So, unfortunately, that was a last-minute change that the city had put on us. And we were at the time to open. We had promised the members. So we made the decision to move forward and open. But we are hiring a technician to come in who will evaluate. I know Jason Ewalls is working on that closely. What solutions on the walls, sound dampening material we can put on the walls, some pictures. Also, what materials we can put around the dome and the side. There's a ledge around there that we can put in. We are working on that, and ask that the members just bear with us. I understand, Angel laughs over here at the bar, and it makes the sound all the way over to the hostess station. I get it, and we are working on that, and so just be patient with us. That will be addressed.
Okay.
But some things do take time, and this was another conversation. There is a lot of work out there for contractors that the contractors can't just drop everything and say, "Oh, I'll be right there in 2 hours." We have to be put into a schedule, and unfortunately we're seeing that more and more, where it's now, where it used to be they'll be out in 2 days, it's 2 weeks. And so please be patient. We know it's a problem, and we are going to be addressing it.
Okay. All right. For the past several weeks, there has been entertainment in the lounge on Wednesdays for happy hour. Do you foresee the entertainment will be going forward for Wednesday happy hour?
So I would like it to continue. We actually had a talk about that in our coordination meeting with staff. That will be continued through December. And what we will do is we're going to evaluate it. We've seen a lot of turnout for music, and if members continue to come out and enjoy the lounge and the music, and we see the numbers improving, that will continue for December. Also, a sneak peek for you is that if we continue to see this trend for Wednesdays, we may be able to bring back Thursday happy hour as well, and then do something. I joked that we'll bring a magician or something in, but I'm just kidding. But there may be other opportunities for happy hour and other entertainment items. And so I think with the lounge, the goal was to have a relaxing place where you could have soft music, you could have a comedy hour or something. That's what we're going to look at. So right now, my goal is to continue the music in the lounge for Wednesdays up till about Christmas time, New Year's, and then we're going to evaluate going forward.
Okay. Well, I had heard last week Tin Man's Heart happened to be playing in the lounge, and the place was packed. So I know people want to come out and they want to hear music, they want to have a nice drink. So maybe 2 days a week would be
I think it would
fabulous.
be good for the community. I think it would.
Yeah.
That's always a solution, to drink more. I'm just kidding.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
you know.
Just kidding.
Beginning on November 1st, the restaurant is open only for fine dining on Friday and Saturday nights. Is the restaurant available if a group would like to have a luncheon Monday through Friday? Who should they contact?
Perfect question. So they would contact Letty. Letty has come back. You might remember she was in the restaurant. She's in MOD. Now she's moved over to the banquet coordinator position. And what she's doing is focusing is the point of contact for your banquet needs. You'll talk to her instead of, in the past, you'd have to find the executive chef. You'd have to go look for the director of food and beverage. It's a lot easier with a banquet coordinator. So they'll call Letty. They said, yes, this is the time, the event that I'm looking for, the food, and she can definitely set that up. And her number, actually, I have it, is 951-769-6653. Give her a call and just let her know. But we definitely will be opening, and we have the opportunity within the restaurant to have 2 events going on at the same time. We just close the air wall and can service our members. So definitely that's an opportunity for members to utilize that for food and meeting space.
Okay. So I've heard there are new menus for the restaurant, lounge, and a new happy hour menu.
Yes.
Can you talk about those menus and if they have been rolled out?
Okay, so we have a new menu rolled out for the lounge. It has not only dinner items, but it also has some great appetizers. I recommend the shrimp taquitos. We also then have the lounge, and we're trying to brand it, get back to branding, that's a relaxed social area to sit, talk, have some small plates, some small items, shareables, then go off to music or go off to a party or just stay there and have dinner. We then have the fine dining aspect, which is on Friday and Saturday, and there'll be a special menu that will be done every month. So right now, through the end of November, we've got some items that are on there. Expect December, they'll be for that full month. This is the Friday and Saturday dinner. And every month we're looking to change that so we can keep people's expectations or excitement, I should say, that there's going to be something new coming. We want to go down there. My spouse and I want to go and enjoy this fine dinner. So Fridays and Saturdays we'll have a menu for that. The Sandwich is really branded for a sports bar, sports watching aspect. I've got questions about why aren't there a lot of TVs in the lounge. The focus was the Sandwich will be your sport event area, that we are open for breakfast and lunch, breakfast Saturday and Sunday, and then lunch Tuesday through Sunday. And it gives you an opportunity to watch games. We'll also stay open later if there's like playoff games, Super Bowl, NBA finals, and so there's a special menu for that. Again, trying to get different. So in essence, I can go over to the Sandwich, watch the Cleveland Browns lose, and my wife can go over to the lounge and have a drink and meet with her friends. That's the idea, that there's multiple venues for you to use. So you're not stuck going, oh, why is Chris yelling at the TV about the Browns? That would be my wife, what she says on Sundays. But nonetheless, that's what we're looking for. We'll also be rolling out what we had tried to do a year ago is a banquet menu. So it makes it easier for you, the club chairperson or group that wants to have a banquet, that there's already a menu, has your options, pricing's there. It's on the website. So by the time you call Letty, you already know kind of what you're looking for, and she can then walk you through the rest. So trying to make it easier and give you more options as a member.
All right. Okay. Christmas brunch. It's going to be held on Sunday, December 22nd.
It will be.
Can you talk about that?
So right now we're in the getting through Thanksgiving first. We will be developing the menu. That's going on right now. We've got, we have a great executive chef.
I know.
Chef Josh. He is just awesome.
I know.
And, his creativity, his personality, his customer service is just top notch. So we're very fortunate to have him on our team. So he'll be developing that menu. And you'll see, just like in the Thanksgiving menu, we're trying to go back to traditional. We're not trying to do exotic sushi and other things on the menu, because a lot of people responded after those events of, I just wanted a traditional meal. Why didn't you have like a ham or a turkey or prime rib in a carving station? And so we're getting back to that. You'll see that with the Thanksgiving. You'll see that with the Christmas. So I don't have the exact menu laid out yet with Chef, and I don't have the price. But there will be 2 seatings. There will be an 11 to 1 and then a 1 to 3, just like we did for Thanksgiving. With Christmas, I can tell you it will be savory lunch items and savory breakfast items. Looking to have like an omelet station, French toast. So that Christmas buffet would be, or brunch, I should say, will be a little different than Thanksgiving in that way, that we're going to have breakfast and lunch. But two seatings. Probably that Friday, that's the week after Thanksgiving, the tickets will go on sale. We will be working with our Good Day Sun Lakes team and Hernan to make sure that we get the pricing, the tickets. Now, we're not taking reservations ahead of time. The tickets are first come, first serve. So you will know when the tickets are going to drop. You'll know the price. And please get in there quick, because as you saw with Thanksgiving, we got slammed, and those tickets sold out very quickly within the first 4 days. Yeah. They were gone. I haven't seen it like that in a long time. So there'll be more information coming out.
Well, I've noticed too that Angel has some special drinks for November, and in December I hope she brings back that poinsettia.
What she did last year?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll talk so to good.
We're blessed also to have Angel on board, because she is really a great mixologist. She knows her stuff. She's also brought in some different wines we're trying to introduce. And ladies and gentlemen, you have to go to the lounge. You have to look at the bar menu. It's a nice menu laid out. That's all Angel. Angel did that. And so, she has done so well. She is very knowledgeable and puts on a great show when she's making these drinks and everything. So, there will be some specialty drinks.
Okay.
And, just as another teaser, for those happy hours in December, there might be some other things on the happy hour menu that you might want to look at that are just for that happy hour. We're going to try to introduce a couple of things.
Okay.
That's a secret.
All right.
But
well,
first.
We
just
let everyone
told
know.
Everybody. Well, this is Coffee with the GM, so why not?
Okay. The delegate assembly is going to be dark in December, and originally the master board was going to be 2, but now something has occurred that the master board is going to meet. Can you talk about that?
I can, and so it was kind of a shock surprise of what happened at the November open session. So Randy Robbins announced that he will be stepping down effective December 31st of this year. And the board has announced that they will, they desire applications, anyone interested in filling his spot. And so in essence, he has about 4 months, a year and 4 months left on his term. And so the person that would be selected would then fill his term for the remainder of that year and 4 months. But so what happened is he announced that resignation effective December 31st. The board has asked that the members interested in being a board member fill out their volunteer interest form. You can go to the administration office, talk to Connie. She'll give you that form. The board will then be looking at that and make a decision we'll make a decision at a special meeting December 5th. It's Thursday at 3 p.m. So there is no delegates meeting, as you said. Instead, there will be an open session December 5th, 3 p.m. And the only item on the agenda as of right now is this item of the board appointing a replacement for Randy Robbins.
Okay.
And I want to thank Randy for his service. He's done a lot of work with the Pass Action Group. He was instrumental in that success. And I really appreciate Randy for what he's done with the board, being straightforward. And so we're going to miss him, but I know he has some items he wants to take care of, and it goes with our blessings.
Yes, he's contributed so much.
Yes.
Okay, there's one last question I'd like to address.
We're going unscripted, ladies and gentlemen.
There's a lot of social media chatter about the fact that I called the administration office and I've been waiting days and I've heard nothing. So the first part of the question is, there's like between 5,000 and 6,000 of us, and there's how many of you working in administration. There's been a vehicle created.
Yes, there has.
That if you have an issue, you can send a message to management.
The message to management is the key vehicle on any matter. And that is, so if you have an issue with a sprinkler or water leak, send it to message to management. You are right that there are, and this has happened since 2020 when we went through some layoffs and some cutbacks. The amount of staff that we had pre-pandemic to now is much smaller. So that means there's appointments now happening, or you want to follow up on new homeowner orientation, or you have a planning compliance issue. Send the message to management. Now, I know members will call, they won't leave a message, and I ask if you please leave a message, but the best vehicle, Anita, you're exactly right. The message to management. There is 2 ways to do that. Go to the website, there's the message to management button, press it, sends an email. Jason and I will get that, and then we can address it. If it's at our level, we'll address it. Or if it is a planning compliance issue, it's an operations issue, it's a golf course maintenance issue. We can get them involved, and then we follow up. Did you follow up on this item? Also, there is at the front desk in the recreation, right there in the main clubhouse, you can drop in your message to management. And I've received already a lot. I know there's a painting we're not going to talk about anymore. Received a lot of things on that, and those will be conveyed to the board. I know members have asked about that, but that is the other method. The best method that I prefer, though, is the email, because then we get that at all hours. We know that. Versus if you put it in the box, now we try to check it every other day, but sometimes it may take 5 days for that to be checked. The email is the best form. And on any subject related to Sun Lakes. I can't give you the stock picks. I can't give you what's happening in City of Banning. Those are out of my realm. But if it's related to HOA, anything from the guards at the gate to a water leak in the community, send the message to management. Then we can then take that on and get an answer or get the issue resolved.
Well, for example, I'm a district delegate, and one of my residents called me just a few hours ago and said, hey, the street light by my house is burned out. I got on my phone, my Sun Lakes app, message to management.
Yes.
I sent a message that the light is burned out at this location. It's already been addressed.
I think, yes, Jason made sure that was addressed through the operations department. So that is the best vehicle, please. And that goes, Bob Walter had wanted that set up. I felt it was the best one communication point so that it can get resolved quickly, and that's the best method.
Well, you can't always take phone calls. You may be in a meeting or you may be on a phone call. This way, the message will get to you and you can address it.
And that, you say a point. And I think I've talked about this at delegates meeting, talked at a board meeting. So the policy has been, is if I'm interacting with a member face to face, that will be the priority. So you may call. The staff will not pick up the phone. They will address the person in front of them. Then they will go back and check their messages if you left a message. So that is issue. And I know members have to know this, that Jason, Tammy, or I are either in meetings a lot or cannot be reached by phone. The email message management is. I get it. We get it on my phone. I get it on the laptop. So please, that is the best. Within Sun Lakes issues that we can address, send it to message management.
Okay. Well, that's all I have today.
Well, I think we again, looking forward to a Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Christmas coming fast. The shopping days are shorter this year between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Check the website, because another sneak peek is that David, who is the director of golf, will be doing some specials in the pro shop. So take a look there as your gift opportunities.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for joining us today. And I'm not going to go over all the ways that you can send a message to management again. Chris just went all over those. But if you do have an issue, send the message to management. It gets faster reaction than anything. So if you have a problem you need solved, that's the way to do it. So I hope we've been able to answer all your questions today. Chris and I look forward to answering more of your questions the next time we get together. I want to wish everyone a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Yes, indeed.
And I'm Anita Lawrence for Good Day Sun Lakes and Coffee with the GM.
Cheers.